After testing NEO Bedivere and maxing her out, I think it's time we talk a little bit about her placement on the tier list and if you should be pulling for her or not. TLDR, the one pull for her. Fantastic character, changes the meta completely. So as usual, before we start, hello the internets, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. Today's topic, NEO Bedivere placement on the tier list, why she's so good, how to build her, team compositions you can be putting her in or slotting her in, and a little bit of everything in between. Of course, leave a like, subscribe, help me grow the channel, and let's jump directly into where she's on the tier list and then we'll explain why. So if we go to the website right now, in Lost Sword, PvE tier list, NEO Bedivere has changed the meta completely, and as you can see, she's a T0 character. Now, why is she a T0 character, Sefhi? If we check her skills a little bit, you can see why. This is the first damage dealer that is also a healer, that is also a buffer, and she's good on everything she does. This is not a situation of master of all trades, or sorry, jack of all trades, master of none. She actually is good on most of the things she does. So let's talk a little bit about this. Her first passive skill is a single ally, and she will be applying lifesteal. Basically, 10% of the damage she inflicts will be restored to one ally. Now, you might be thinking, okay, it's lifesteal, but it's only for one character, so it's not that good. Well, the thing is, you can equip a normal bow with added target, and this means she is now healing 3 characters per hit instead of 1. Not only that, but you can also equip a card with the same passive, and now she is healing 5 times every single basic attack. So you will be healing every ally multiple times every time you are attacking, which is crazy. And again, this will only get better in the future for her as a healer as we get more sources of basic attack, number of targets increased by X, right? So she will only be getting stronger in the future with that skill. That's the first skill, right? So she's changing the meta completely in the sense that you now can run no healers in your team and just put NEO Bedivere. She's enough as a healer and as a buffer as well. So that's the first one. The second one is crit chance for your teammates at level 5 is a 15% and a self buff of attack at 88%. Her attack is not as good as, let's say, Lancelot or Tiamat. She falls short in comparison, but still it's enough that you can put her probably close to top 5 characters in terms of just pure damage. She's not close to Lancelot and Tiamat, but still has great personal damage, making her again a really valuable character because it's not only the best or one of the best healers in the game, but also now one of the best DPSs in the game, which is kind of stupid to think about. And then we have her active skill, which is a pretty simple root. Now, root in this game is very overpowered. If you guys remember, we've been using Merlin since forever to actually CC enemies constantly. So this is pretty similar to Merlin's skill, but it's a 1.5 duration on a 10-second cooldown. I thought it was 9 seconds. I have to update the website later, which is really good. It's consistent enough that you will be benefiting from this on any single boss, unless they are immune to root. And then lastly, we have her burst skill, her ultimate, whatever you want to call it. She provides immunity to crowd control, which is necessary for campaign, specifically chapter 50, which is far away from new players, but still it's necessary for specific bosses. On chapter 50 and on the second tower on the floor as well, 30 or 40 something, I don't remember specifically which one. She also deals great damage, provides immunity to CC for 3 seconds, and also it will change her skill, meaning you will be able to spam more consistently your active skill. It will increase the damage you are doing. So all in all, once again, like I was saying earlier, she has changed the meta completely, because now you can run team compositions like this, right? Where you basically remove any healer and just put Erin as a buffer and you are good to go. So the T0 is more than deserved. Now the tier list has also a couple more changes, but before we go into that, should you be summoning for her? And if so, where to stop? In my opinion, you should 100% summon for her, and I think a +3 is a good stopping point for people who want to save for future banners or just in case. The next banner we are getting, by the way, is this girl. I will say, if you care about waifus, I will save for the next banner. +3 is more than enough for a new player, and then you can start saving for whatever is next. When it comes to the pet, I will say if you are not willing to go all in +5, do not pull. I got 1 copy for free with some free tickets, and that's it, because I like for collection. Outside of that, I'm not pulling on this pet. It's a nice pet, but again, if you are not willing to go all in, it's not really worth it. That said, what other changes have been done on the tier list, Sefhi? Mostly 2 characters that have been moved down and 1 character was moved out. First is Lisa, right here. So Lisa was moved from T0 to T1. The reason is that she is still stronger than, for example, NEO Bedivere. but she's not used in the meta. She is only used if you don't have Lancelot and Tiamat. That's like the only reason you actually use Lisa nowadays. So when we talk about like current meta, she cannot really be there. It's actually Tiamat and Lancelot are the main DPSs everyone uses. And the same applies for Merlin, sadly now. Again, still a fantastic CC character, utility, and the crit rate buff. But right now, if we talk about current meta, NEO Bedivere takes that spot 100%. The character that I might move to T0 is actually Erin. She's getting more and more usage as time goes by, not only in raids, but also now in campaign, thanks to NEO Bedivere. NEO Bedivere literally just changed the whole tier list around a bunch. And now the last character that I also moved up was Vivian. Vivian was a T2 character, a filler unit, but she has been moved to T1. She was moved on this patch with Anessa. Anessa remains here, but the thing with Vivian is that she is now the same as Christina and the same as Katrine. Characters that are used for specific elemental bosses. So you use Christina on fire teams, right, or burn teams, and Katrine on freeze teams and elemental content for bosses. And Vivian is the same. You will be using her on teams that can apply root constantly. So if you are running NEO Bedivere or you are running Tristan, she will be getting a lot of usage on those teams, specifically for bossing most of the time. She's not a meta character, she's not a niche or filler unit. She's an actual good DPS, her own personal damage was also buffed, and she's doing really good numbers now, actually, like really good numbers. When it comes to her pet and pulling on her, I would not really recommend it, because again, you need a lot of dupes in this game. If you want to go for one copy, like one dupe, go ahead, try to get one, same for the pet, but unless you are willing to go all in, like at least a +3, it's not worth going on these banners. Because you will need 4 or 5 copies, whatever it is, the base one, the card, and then another 3 dupes, which is a lot. So in my opinion, Vivian, you can skip her banner unless you are willing to go all in for those specific team compositions and raids. That said, there's gonna be a little bit of everything going on with this updated tier list. I'm looking forward to the next update because it's looking really good. It's the alt character for Merlin that I showed earlier for the furry girl right here. So hopefully that comes soon, should be the next patch, pretty sure. So like in 10 days, most likely after this banner ends, 12 days. That's it, that's gonna be it for this one, just a short video going over the tier list update and what's going on in there. As usual, we are live every single day, links in the description with our website. Good luck with your pool dinner rates, and I'll see you in the next one.